global warming. Last Congress, I supported with Bingaman, Democrat from New Mexico, for global warming. We're in sync. We're in sync. Okay, number 7, all the way in the rear. 2 ladies, I'll take both hands. Go ahead.
I have 2 questions.
Okay.
First of all, about gun control, because the city of Reading is really becoming a really pretty violent place. We have people going, young men in their 20s are all going to prison because they bring guns into bars and shoot people while they're just sitting there. The Reading High dropout rate is 50%. It's a pretty bad situation. So I want to address that issue. And the other issue is the issue of torture that the Bush administration and Bush and Cheney authorized. How do you feel about that?
There are 2 questions. One is the issue of dealing with guns, and I know that Reading has been characterized as the 2nd most dangerous city in America, and I convened in Reading some time ago, about 2 years ago, the State Attorney General and the Sheriff, the Chief of Police, and Al Boscoff, who runs about everything everywhere, and brought money for a special federal task force, which has the crescent from Easton running through Allentown, Reading, Lancaster, to try to deal with the problem. I think the answer is very tough sentencing. When I was DA, I was putting people in jail who violated the laws with guns. And I think that is the way to go. I wrote the Armed Career Criminal Bill on the federal level, providing for life sentences for career criminals who found in possession of a firearm. On the torture, I voted against waterboarding. And I took the lead, and here again, on parting with the Bush administration, which I've done on so many things, I opposed Bush on his warrantless wiretaps. Against the Constitution. It's against the Constitution, and I stood up on the issue of detainees and habeas corpus in Guantanamo. I asked Attorney General Gonzalez a series of questions one day which got national attention, was repeated again and again. He said habeas corpus was not in the Constitution. And I quoted the Constitution, which said habeas corpus may be suspended only in time of invasion or insurrection, rebellion. And I said to him, how about that? And he fumbled that answer so badly that a short time later he was forced out of office. So that was another item where I was against what President Bush was doing. Number 8?
I was number 8.
Number 8? Yes, ma'am.
Welcome, Senator Specter, to Berks County. My name is Dory Sicker. And I'm here to talk about an issue that is not only a Berks County issue, but all of Pennsylvania, and in fact national. Berks County is the most sludged county in the entire state, followed by Lancaster and York. These are our huge farm communities. Sludge is the leftover of everything that goes down the drain. This is a big issue because people in the communities don't have any rights to stop it. And although EPA says this is a state issue, I feel that this is something that's more federal. The EPA says every community or every state has to make their own laws. And yet I'm getting calls here from Berks County of people who say, I can't go out my door, I vomit when I go outside, my house value has plummeted, I have people who told me about MRSA infections they're getting from sludge. This is a huge issue in this area. You're here on a day where there's maybe not the smell, but the smell is the community problem. The bigger issue is our food is being thrown in this. Our food sources for our animals and our eating supply. In March, we had 2 farmers from Georgia who lost everything because they accepted sludge. It was supposed to be safe. This month, last weekend, we had another conference, and of the 3 deaths associated with sludge, 1 was here in Berks County, and the mother of that boy spoke. So what I'd like to do is see something on the federal level, especially we can use it as an alternative fuel source. They're doing this in Germany and Sweden for the last 30 years as an alternative fuel, not just as a disposal. And when I hear in my community people phoning and saying, what do you mean I can't say no? So it's really a big issue in this area. But we import more sludge than any other state. From New York, New Jersey,
We import more trash, which turns into sludge.
And but trash.
Well, I will take a look at it.
I have some paperwork, thank you.
Okay. Adrian Baker will take the paperwork and your name and address, and what you're essentially saying is that the federal government and state government are playing tennis.
Yes.
And,
And if you've ever dealt with the EPA.
Let me see whose responsibility it is. And if it's the state's responsibility, I'll take it up to the governor. And if it's the federal responsibility, I'll take it up to the administrator of the Environmental Protection Agency.
And I want to thank Bill Court, who has helped introduce some legislation along with our local representative, David Kessler, that would give communities more support. Because not only on the local level, but federally, it will always end up being the poorest communities that get dumped on, the least educated, or the ones that are politically compromised.
We'll take a look. I think you'll be interested to know that Allentown has an application in for a grant to turn sludge and waste into energy. And there are some advances which would enable us to do that, which may turn out to be the long-range answer to the issue.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Okay.